Yep, 2000. Damn, 2020, bruh.
So you just started World Tour mode, or are going to start, and would like to know how the leveling system works, or an easy way or fast way to do leveling system. And I've already figured out, I've got about like 6 hours in, so I'm here to tell you guys exactly how to get more leveling. Now, first of all, when you notice you first start into the area and they tell you to go around 5 people, this is a good start to get a grip with the game, so don't worry too much, is how exactly the leveling system works, right? The way it works is that if anyone is at your level, you get a decent amount of XP. Anyone's higher, obviously, you get more XP, and then less when it's down. But what I've noticed actually is that there's diminishing returns when you get higher. Like, here's a good example. I have numbers up. You see here, it's a bit all over the place, but long story short is that when someone's, let's say 3 and someone's level 2, you only lose out like, say, maybe 10 to 30%, and it's not really all that bad, and it only gets a little bit worse. Like, I'd say more like 10 to 15%, and it only goes down by like 5% the lower the level they are from you. So it's actually easier to, say, face people who are lower level than you than people who are higher. By the way, if you're trying to do it optimally and be fast, right? And the thing is, you kill them faster, right? So say someone has like 15 XP or whatever, if you can get like 3 of them, you can actually get more fast XP than if you face someone that was like, say, level 6. As you will see here as an example, like this guy is level like 9 or 10 and I'm level 5, and look at how long it's taking for me to kill them. Facing people at your level is fine, and a couple lower is no big deal, but you want the optimal is facing people either at your level or above you or right underneath you if you're having a hard time. Now that we got that settled out, you'll be, let's say, level 4 or 3 in that starting area. You will go and find these other side characters, as I'm shown from earlier. You can go and start fighting these characters. Make sure you're actually at their level, because these have a steady XP. They're scattered all throughout the world or hub, and they have a steady XP. And some of you might notice there might be an X mark, because that means you can no longer rematch them. So you go face this Q ripoff and this Ken ripoff looking dude, and you get a huge XP post regardless of where you're at. But as I mentioned earlier, you know, if they're at a high level, they tend to be very tanky. It's even more so true with special enemies. So either be at their level or higher so you can beat them much faster. And of course, don't face anyone too high. The way you can tell, actually, I should have a clip up soon.
Oh shit, now, oh, the color indicates if you are actually able to fight them or not. If they're red, you're fucked.
As long as you follow this strategy, so this is your first strategy, getting XP, facing people lower than you, right above you, and maybe 2 above you. But here's another strat to help you do it faster. If you're facing, say, someone like level 7 and you're level 5, so just two above you, get these candy rocks here. It's right at the merchant that they tell you to go to. It gives you extra damage, thus lowering the grind time. So also make it a habit, like I said, first one, just go around and fight people. Like, this is a good area to do this. Then once you start getting that, go out of your way every now and then to maybe buy a rock candy if you want to particularly face it. But again, do it for the special enemies. Now, going back to the special enemies, you cannot run it back with them, but you can run it back with them after a later time. So as you're playing the game, if you want, go back to the area with these special enemies, like say the mime who's at level 7 and this guy at level 9, you will beat them much faster. Now, you will also notice, why did I get an XP boost at certain moments? You might have seen like, holy shit, I got like 300 more than normal. Why is that? And even might be a random enemy, might not even a boss enemy, so you're confused. Now, here's the next secret on how to get fast XP. Press triangle. I don't know what the other inputs would be for the other systems, apologies. And you will have special conditions. Every single character in this game has special conditions, like, oh, sweep 3 times, or grab 10 times, and you will get special items like, say, the rock candy, a gift, or even an XP bonus. As you can, I will show you examples here. And you want to try to meet those requirements. See, now that you've gotten a feel for the controls and how it works, you can now go out of your way and actually do these. Third thing, we should have marks down here, an easy way to actually beat your opponents. Now, obviously, you're going to start out with Luke, but this will apply to everybody, because Luke is what we call a Shoto, and they're very good characters to learn the game with. What you want to do is round start, jump overhead, or you could dash, whatever I mean, the footage I have up might be counterintuitive, but again, other footage you see me later that I post up when I start doing other videos will show you that what I like to do, round start, is jump right towards them and then do a heavy kick, since it's the farthest reaching move. Then do either, for you, when you start out, you could mash triangle, place your medium attack for Luke's auto combo, and then just jump up heavy and repeat the process, and then you will naturally get better. And then also, if you want, you could do better combos like, oh, jump heavy kick, down heavy punch into shoryuken, or, you know, flash knuckle, and then just repeat the process like you see in these other examples. And yeah, most of the enemies can't do anything. I mean, later on the enemies will get a lot harder, but yeah, these special enemies that you'll see here fall for this very easily. By the way, here, go look at these examples on how you should set your controls when you first start playing World Tour, because the base default buttons are terrible. So go check these out so you're not as confused, even if you're on modern controls. By the way, these are for modern controls. But anyways, so that's the first half. And then, so now that you got this area, and let's say you went around, you fought some of the police officers, maybe some of the Mad Gear Gang, and you explore. So basically play the game. Follow this rule set I have about facing people, you know, above your level or at your level or below. You know, it's okay if you want to beat a couple lower level people, but just pay attention to their stats. See if they give you something special. Don't waste your time on someone that's level 4 when you're level 10 and they have like nothing to give you. That's just a waste of time. Also, some of the bonuses can be money. So like I said, only really go like look at their stats before you even fight them, right? And of course, only use your special rock candy when you're facing bosses or an enemy. Like again, you can see mid-fight if you're struggling, make sure you get some health and vitality, and then you get some rocks also, by the way. Again, that's why you face enemies instead of wasting money. Go face enemies. Oh, sweep 10 times. Here's a vitality bonus. Anyways, now you will get to the next part and you will get to Chun-Li. Same rules apply. Do exactly what I told you. Just play the game, explore, do you know, play normally. This is just the beginning to help you grind up level easy fairly fast. And okay, now we're going to get into the guide on a little bit of the characters before we get into more leveling. Is that if you want to level, you will just talk to Chun-Li. Like the more you use their styles, the more you will level up with them. So that's the first thing to note. So then you will probably get Chun-Li, you start using it. Yeah, you want to use her style and fight the opponent. And again, the reason I say follow the strategy before, so you can get used to the character, how they feel. Do the little mini game of the boarding at in the back. Oh, so if you need more money, there's mini games scattered all throughout, and that's how you can do that. And it helps good practice to familiarize yourself with the buttons. Now, my first strat, it might be counterintuitive. You can have things, right? Like you'll still have Luke's moves. If you want to level up faster, like once you talk enough to Chun-Li and you get, I say, lightning kicks, when you pick someone's style, say you're using Chun-Li or Luke, you will level up that style, right? That's fairly intuitive. Another thing is if the more you use their special moves, you will level up. So that's why when you do the heavy, go, you know, jump heavy, down heavy, special move. The more you use the special moves, also you boost the character likeness with them. So when you actually pick the characters, I mean, it is fun, but when you're first trying to level up, like you're fine, right? Use your Luke stuff, but when you are struggling to level up, make sure that every single one of their special moves is just that character's. And sometimes they have a favorite, like Chun-Li specifically is lightning kicks. I still keep using her, whatever the one weird move is where she's upside down kick, but I need to start using her lightning kicks more because that will boost it. So when you're using the character, you know, after the beginning, it's easy. Do what you want, have fun, use all the other moves. But if you really want to level with that character, when you use their style, also use their special moves that they like the most. I don't exactly know who everyone's special favorite move is, but I seen an article about it. Or if you want, you know, say you're already level 10 with Luke or some shit like that, then just start using Chun-Li's moves a lot more and it'll level up even if you're not using Chun-Li. Though granted, I believe it's a lot slower. So that's a help guide on how character leveling works, obviously. Now, after you're done with that segment with Chun-Li, you're gonna go at nighttime. So this is a bit further on. And at nighttime, you will notice, hopefully you should be a decent level, like maybe level 15 or 12, right? You will now, at nighttime, it's really dangerous. You will get jumped a lot by Mad Gear Gang members. And at this point, if you haven't figured out, you press R2 and then you will have options for doing Shoryuken with triangle and Chun-Li's whatever kicks for circle. You want to attack every single Mad Gear Gang member that ever attacks you. You will go to your objective and you will just keep running into them and beat them. And you'll be high level enough at that point where you can steamroll them and you get an XP bonus. And the thing about these things is that this is a good grinding spot. Like going around, like explore at night and just beat up Mad Gear Gang members. But make sure you are fully stocked. And the biggest reason too is you don't know what their levels are. They'll randomly jump you and you cannot check conditions. So that's the thing. Like it's a good spot to grind. Once you realize the Mad Gear Gang members in general are just too weak for you, then that spot is no longer a grind. So I'd recommend like a 10 to 30 minute grind, right? But you basically do it on your way to the objective because they just consistently jump. So there you go. That's your second area or your third area, right? First area is first area, the beginning, then Chun-Li, no big deal. And then the Mad Gear Gang is your first, you could say, grind spot. But you're there purely for XP. There are no special conditions, right? So that's if you're trying to level fast, that's what it'd be. The rest, actually press triangle because you cannot walk up to a Mad Gear Gang member. You have to sneak attack them. Now, once you do all that, there's also submissions, right? That'll help you learn the game more, but that's aside the point. This is about XP. Now you are at this point. Now you should, once you do this certain mission, the story mission, this is where we get to, now we get to the meat of this video. So you can get like a 200 XP bonus. So it's 400. Now you're getting to this point. You will meet Marissa and she'll be your third character you will be learning from. Now, something you might notice, there's this merchant right here on the side. Go to the merchant first, buy this item here that's going to be shown, and then you'll go back out, fight everyone else and try to meet the conditions. And you'll notice something that special food has a boost that increases your character proficiency. Now, here's where you get to the crux. If you guys went around and met conditions and did all kinds of stuff, you should have flight tickets. That's how you get to Marissa. Now, if you fought the 2 people there, you would have gotten at least 3 flight tickets. Now, after you're done fighting them, go back to the merchant and re-buy that food that you had earlier. Go to the hub, back to where you're at. There's nothing else you can do here. And then go fight the previous bosses from before. You should be getting an XP boost. Like you should get 200 from meeting the conditions, a bit from what they are, and then a boost to your character. So if you are using Chun-Li and using lightning kicks, you should actually see a level up. Now let's get to the main thing. So you want to always do it from this area. We are going to show you the optimal route. So go take this path I'm showing here. Like once you go to this path, or no. Once you spawn into Metro, let's say if you want to be super optimal, take a right and then keep going straight. Follow these ladders up and you should see this Mr. Capcom looking man from what I showed in the clip earlier. This dude is going to be like level 28. So whatever your level you're at, like if he's, make sure that before you fight him, you are stocked with Vitality, rocks, and you have Chun-Li or Luke as an assist on deck and 2 level supers. Look at his conditions. As you see, to get this bonus, you must end it with a super. Now, when you round start, do like I said, do the regular start that you want and have Chun-Li come and assist, but make sure you do it at the beginning and the middle, never the end. And yeah, he might seem scary. He's level 20, but he's actually not that bad. He's actually one of the easier enemies to fight for some weird reason. Just play it safe. Just do your offense. And if you get scared, just block. Like you'll see him do this weird thing where he does like some weird white thing. Either attack him right when he does it, when he glows white, or just keep blocking and then wait for him to recover. Like when he's done doing his little Super Saiyan looking thing, just run up and start pressing your offense and don't let him up. Now that he wait till his health is near end, just do the combos, right? Look at how much damage you're doing, calculate, and then that's why you want to save too. You want to end, get all the way back, and then just spam this Luke or Chun-Li super, be at a distance where you can do it. Make sure you do double quarter circle, then light punch. Do not press any other punch, or I mean, that's for at least for classic controls. And if it doesn't kill him, he should barely have enough health, and then just throw out the other one and you'll finish him off. And that is exactly how you get this many points. You should actually level up like maybe 1 level automatically and get a level up also with your character. This is the main strat, and then just repeat this every now and then. So just do this as you go, right? Or even when you're in the mission, it runs out, go to your iPhone, pop up Marissa, fight the other 2 to get more 2 flight tickets. So you waste 1, but you get 3 in return, or 2. You run with L3, by the way. Just click it, and yeah, there you go. This semi-comprehensive guide on how to level up fast and how it works. Hopefully this was useful to you guys. But also try to remind yourself to use items mid-game. I know it took me a while as a Yakuza player. This took me forever, but yeah, that should be the guide. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Feel free to follow me on Twitch and YouTube if you guys would like to learn how to play fighting games more proficiently, or just need advice, or you just want to hang out. So we'll appreciate it. And we also have FGC Dojo. Feel free to join. This was just popped up. I should have a video on how I did it and all that whatnot for those of you interested in trying to make your own. We welcome people who are below silver rank, so like rookie to bronze, right? And of course silver too. So feel free to join, and that should be it. If anyone has any more ideas, they should post in the comments below, and I shall also be doing trial videos and whatnot. Yeah, this video is going long enough as it is. I wanted to be shorter, but hopefully this was super useful for some of you guys starting out with Street Fighter and how you're lost. And of course, again, especially try to take the strategy and how optimal, and it works with everybody, right? Heavy, like pick a cancelable normal, by the way. So that's what the strategy is for that. But yeah, that'll be it. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and remember, every day is great when you chibi.